And we have our gluten-free guru here with us this morning, Kristi Slaughter. Good to have you on the show.
Thank you. We're making sandwiches today, gluten-free style.
And using basil and onions and peppers. So kind of bring me up to speed on what we've been doing.
Right. Okay, so we've sauteed our beef, the thinly sliced beef, and just some green peppers and onions and a little oil and some cracked pepper and salt. That's it.
And we could stop right there. But
we could. Yeah. We could just sit down and eat it with a fork. But because we don't normally get gluten-free sandwiches out, it's more readily available than it's ever been, but I love to make them at home. But I have to think outside the box. So these are actually gluten-free hot dog buns.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
And I use them for everything from these French dips to meatball subs, anything you can imagine. So just if you see a baguette, just think, what could I do other than the normal types of things with serving with bread?
Okay.
And so we did our mayonnaise, and we just did some of our chili powders together and fresh basil. And Amy, I'm going to do just a little bit of lime zest to that, and it'll kind of freshen it up and make it a little more special. There you go.
Okay.
And if you want to, we could go ahead and put a little bit of that on for us, Amy. That would be great.
All right.
And then we're going to do a smoky provolone cheese. And so, Chris,
yes,
once we get these plated, what I'd like for you to do is put the cheese on the top, and then we're just going to melt them, and that is basically it. And if you want to put some lettuces and things on it, you could as well. The thing that I like about this is everybody in the family can customize their own exactly like they like them. So usually I'll prepare all the ingredients, get them ready, and then everybody in the family can kind of assemble their own. Do you want to put the cheese on there? And then Chris can put those in the oven, and just put a couple slices on there each.
And that's such a good way to do dinner. I mean, it allows everyone to get the portions that they want, and the toppings and the condiments and everything. We do that at home with my kids too. We do tacos like that, sandwiches and everything. You just get to make your own.
Yes, and it's fun.
Okay.
Kids tend to eat better when they're making their own food and assembling it too, I found. So what we're going to do, we're actually just going to take the rest of these onions and peppers out, and you could use these maybe tomorrow for something like fajitas. Would be really good, or quesadillas.
I was going to say quesadillas with that inside.
Yes.
That sounds wonderful.
I'm all about doing several things in advance. Onions are going to fly everywhere.
And busy moms really appreciate that.
Yes, yes. And dinners that can be done in just a few minutes is really great too. So we're going to do a little bit of fresh garlic in here, and we're going to kind of crank the heat back up, and then this is going to be our dipping sauce for our French dip.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
So don't wash your pan. You want all that yummy stuff on there.
Okay.
And then we're going to put just a little bit of water in there. There we go.
That garlic smells so yummy.
What can I reach
so good. A little pepper for me, that would be great, and a little salt. And then I'm just going to serve this with a mixed green salad. You can buy those organic mixed baby greens, are already washed in the supermarket for you.
Okay.
And we're going to do just a little fresh lime.
Oh, I love lime
And
juice.
if you wanted to do garlic, you could. And then we do a little salt, or a lot of salt, depending on
pepper on
how
that
much
as well?
comes out. Yes, pepper would be great, and a little oil.
And something like this, when you make your dressing, just start. It's so overwhelming when you first start, but once you start kind of playing with some of the different flavors, it gets easier, and it's so good.
It really does.
And it's fresh and beautiful. And one of the things that I just like to take a bite of it and see how it is as I'm cooking. If it needs a little bit of honey, depending on the acidity, you can put a little honey or a little agave. Maybe if you want to get that plate for us.
Okay.
I love that lime.
And we are just about out of time.
You can plate that. Chris, you want to get the sandwich
I'm going to do that right now.
Great. Amy, you want to plate the salad? Oh, we're working as a team. I love it.
Oh, yes.
If I just had you all every evening to help me make dinner.
Hey, if I just had you every evening to help me make dinner.
Ladies, this is hot.
Okay, Chris, we've about got it. And then this is what we're going to use for our French dip right here on the side. And that is it.
That looks so beautiful.
Beautiful.
That is a nice sandwich.
That's it. And you can do a little basil on the side. Isn't that gorgeous?
That looks so yummy. And that French dip sauce is just the garlic with the water, the salt and pepper.
Yes, and you could do broth if you wanted to, gluten-free beef broth or something like that, but there's so much flavor in there. It's good as it just is.
See, it's good for dinner. It's a dinner time sandwich if you want it.
10 minutes tops.
All right, well, for more information and recipes, you can always check out her website, glutenfreeguru.com. Lots of information. Look for her radio show as well. Great to have you.
Thanks for being here.